Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I didn't expect to do a vlog today, but it's the beginning of the week and I wanted to push this message out because I feel some of you are going to be faced with making some very big decisions in your life or just day-to-day decisions. So I want to share with you my decision-making process. So I've coined a term called the peace compass and I want to explain that to you, but I'm going to preface it with this. Number one, I am not perfect and I have made a lot of terrible decisions in my life. There was a time where I didn't have a frontal lobe, and there was a time where my frontal lobe was developed and I was an absolute goofball. All right, so I have done the reaping and the sowing for those things. But needless to say, over time, through God's grace, His wisdom, lots and lots of prayer, and of course my study in psychology, I came up with this term called peace compass. So you are created in the image of God. You're broken down into a trifecta just like He is. You are the body, the soul, and the spirit. And the number one thing that has to guide you is that spirit, because inside of you is the Lord. He who is in me is greater than he who is in the world, right? And so what we have to do is we got to learn to make decisions based on the spirit. Sometimes it's so hard. And the reason that so many of us have anxiety is because our spirit, our soul, and our body, they're not congruent with one another. They're not aligned. And I will save a completely different vlog for that another time. But for the sake of the peace compass, here's what you do. You put a decision in front of you, right? And you ask yourself, does it bring me peace? Does it feel led by the Spirit? Now understand, when it brings you peace, then yes, that's going closer in the direction. Now, since we are broken down into three parts, you have to understand that what may bring the spirit peace may not bring the body or the soul peace. So let's go back in time and let's talk about my best friend, Jesus. So Jesus, and this is in all seriousness, right? He had to take on the cross. And because of the cross that He took on for us, we have salvation and the eternal life. But what you have to understand is that He asked God in the Garden of Gethsemane. He literally said, Lord, will you take this cup from me? And when He asked God to take the cup, what He's saying is, will you take this suffering from me? And He realizes that the flesh, right, is not wanting to endure the pain and the suffering that was about to come. And even His soul may have felt conflicted, but His spirit knew that that is what He had to do in order for us to have salvation. And I am so grateful for that decision that He has made. And so with that being said, have you ever noticed a time in your life where you know your spirit absolutely says this direction, but your body and your soul are like, no way, it causes too much anxiety? Now, I'll just give you an example. Do I like vlogging? I do and I don't, right? There's this anxiety that comes with it, but the Spirit leads and says, hey, there may be a message for someone on the other end. And if it hits one person, I am over the moon and I feel completely blessed to be a blessing. And so with that being said, I push through the anxiety of the flesh and I push through the anxiety of my soul saying, you sound stupid when you do this, or you look goofy when you do that. Oh, okay, I gotta get over it, right? Just get over it, because I gotta lead with the Spirit. And so today, in whatever you do and going forward in the rest of the week, ask yourself, do I feel peace? Is this on my peace compass? Right? And that peace is leading in the Spirit. And sometimes it takes so much courage in order to acknowledge the Spirit first and lead by the peace compass of the Spirit than it does to placate the peace compass of the flesh or the peace compass of the soul. So lead with the peace compass of the Spirit. All right, and remember that you can do all things through Christ who is your strength. So I pray you have an amazing week. Go lead with that peace compass and let me know how that works out for you. And always, always, always push the love forward. Love you guys.